Okay, so what are the joys and the frustrations when it comes to singing with VH? I'll start with the good news. I would say that just, when you sing with people, it's very rare that you find a group that's been singing for as long as we've been singing. 10 plus years, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, that's some mileage, So definitely you build a very strong relationship with everyone. Obviously, because we're people, some people not as strong as others, but generally, like as a unit, we've become really good friends. And I think that's one of the things that have carried us, like, over the years. Had it not been for our friendship, definitely, like, we wouldn't be sitting here. So definitely that's one of the highlights for me. And also just being a member, I feel, or being a singer rather, in the church, I feel, it's pretty much the thing that I could safely say has kept me sane, or has kept me in the church. Yeah. So I'd say that music in general is just one of the things that have impacted my life and have touched me, and I've heard it, So sometimes when you're listening to a pastor, you hear what he's saying, but so for me, music is that thing that I hear when you're singing, and the message is coming through. I hear what you're saying, and it can actually have a place in my life where I can take your message and place it at a certain place in my life. So I think that's one of the major highlights of singing with VH and singing in general. Okay, and the bad news. So in as much as we're friends, everything is great, friends fight, friends go through the worst, things get bad. So I think that mostly it will come through when we're working on a project, right? So when we're working on a project, it's almost like you need people to come through, So that need to have people come through creates a lot of frustration, Things are delayed, this is happening, that is happening. So it creates some tension. And I'd say that that's one of the major things that I'd be like, and when you speak to other groups, they'll tell you that after a project, groups die, So I think, that's one of the major frustrations for me. And those of you who follow VH will know that before we started working on the EP, there was an album. So I just think that personally, after the album was recorded, I was ready to leave VH. Like, I was ready to tap out. I was like, no, the drama is too much for my life, So the EP, we were able to have a conversation, about how it is that we are going to channel this frustration, and the solve for that was music once again. We decided to work on the EP, and I think it's brought us together. We came from a place where we were not together, and it brought us together again. And that's the power of music at the end of the day. So